as we are moving forward, we'll be electing a new speaker, and they'll have big shoes to fill. And I think it's very important when we vote that we vote from the floor and have complete transparency. I think transparency breeds credibility and accountability, and it's the currency of leadership. We make difficult votes every day. This should be the least difficult vote we will ever make, because when you vote for a great person and you feel confident in that vote, we should be proud of the person that we vote for.
I'm coming down here not really to speak against the resolution. I just want to bring out some things that we just all need to think about. Once it becomes a public vote, it's no longer you voting. You are going to then be lobbied by a lot of special interest groups that want to see you vote a certain way, yay or nay for somebody, because they feel that that person will be able to better represent their special interest groups.
Representative Pilkington, for what purpose?
Question.
You're recognized for a question.
Representative Cavenaugh, are you aware of any lobbying that goes on currently during the speaker elections?
Well, I'll be honest with you, I've not been lobbied by anybody about a speaker election, and I can honestly say that. So I've never been lobbied by somebody asking me, unless they're a House member.
Follow up.
You're recognized.
Are you aware of other members in this chamber being lobbied?
I have not. No one has told me they've been lobbied by a special.
I think if we want good government, there's nothing wrong with a speaker being a public vote. This is a good government resolution, and I'd appreciate a good vote.
This, to me, out of the three, is probably the most concerning of the rule changes that we've considered. If you make that vote for speaker a public vote, you talk about the opportunity for retaliation. This body is like a family, and this is like putting your finger in the eye of a family member. And so I've heard other people say that, well, they do it in Washington, D.C. this way, or they do it in other states this way. Well, the last place that I want to be like is Washington, D.C. If you want to go to that broken system, have at it, but I don't.
The trope that this is D.C.-style politics run amok falls on its face. As Representative Jean just said, this is what they do in Austin. This is what they do in Baton Rouge. I don't hear anyone coming to this well and complaining about Baton Rouge-style politics or Honolulu-style politics. This is a deliberative body. The purpose of a deliberative body is to have the recourse and opportunity to have your voice be heard. And I think a recorded vote is not only right, it is appropriate for this body. I encourage a good vote.
We talk about the private vote, but it's never really private. It all gets out anyway. That's not the issue. The issue is about transparency. Transparency is what we come down here for. We are 100 members that are selecting our leader. We should put our vote on the board and trust that we have chosen someone that isn't going to retaliate, that isn't going to take it out on the next person. It's not going to be private anyway. I think this would stop a lot of nonsense behind the scenes. I think it's important. Transparency brings credibility, accountability, and is the true currency of leadership. And with that, I would appreciate a good vote.
38 yeas, 56 nays, and 2 present. The resolution has failed.